What's up, ladies and gentlemen, back again with another video, and today we're going to be reviewing Candyman 2021. Candyman 2021 is a legacy sequel to the original 1992 classic Candyman starring Tony Todd and Virginia Madison. This takes place a few decades after the original. They did a plenty of homework during this film by including a lot of Easter eggs and a lot of references back to the original film. This movie was produced by Jordan Peele, who did a few horror films. We did Get Out, he did Us, and then the more recent one I believe was Nope, which I still have to watch and review. I'll have to get to that eventually after I'm done reviewing all these other movies. The film is directed by Nia DaCosta, and they did real good, I guess, with the special effects. The acting is pretty brilliant. You know, they're very convincing with the storytelling, and they really make this as creepy as possible when it dates back to the original film. Now, something that they did change up in comparison to the 1992 original starring Tony Todd and Virginia Madison, rather than Candyman being just a man, it's more of a concept in this version of the story. So they made some slight changes for this legacy sequel, meaning that Tony Todd isn't the only Candyman urban legend. There's been different versions and different iterations of the Candyman with told about with certain individuals. So Tony Todd's version is just one, and then they mention I believe 3 others in the film on how they got the hook and the way they died and whatnot and came back as this boogeyman, this urban boogeyman. So I thought that was a change in pace, and it relates to, I guess, the lead character in this movie. I really can't remember the actor's name or how to pronounce his name. I know he was in one of the Marvel movies. It was either Marvel or DC. It could have been DC. It could have been Aquaman, if my memory serves me correctly. But the film is well put together. It has a slow build-up with a big, climatic ending. And it looks like it has room for a sequel by the way it ended. So we might get another one probably another few years from now if they decide to greenlight it. Because I thought it did have a very good ending at the end of the film. I'm not going to say what the ending is. I want you to go watch the movie, but no, the acting was pretty good on the part, and a lot of the horror aspect of the film with the storytelling. You get to know a new take on the Candyman mythology in the series, and then how this new guy is kind of going through his own little phase, and figuring out how the Candyman's gonna get him and whatnot. But yeah, and if you're a fan of, I guess, Tony Todd, the OG Candyman, he does make a cameo appearance in the film, but you gotta be very patient until it finally gets to that point where you actually get to see the cameo. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good horror flick. It's certainly better than, I guess, the other Candyman films that came out in the 90s with Tony Todd, with Candyman Farewell to the Flesh and Candyman 3 Day of the Dead. Certainly better than those two. So this is a perfect setup to reboot the franchise and maybe come up with a line of new Candyman films in the series and whatnot. But if I were to, I guess, give it a grade, I probably would give it a B minus. And I guess if I give it the whole 5-star rating, I'd probably give it At least 3 stars or so. It was a quite an enjoyable film. It was actually better than expected and whatnot. Now, have you guys seen Candyman 2021? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Have you watched it more than once? Do you own it in your movie collection on Blu-ray or DVD or digital copy? Let me know, comment below, and if you want to see more content like this, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you around for the next video. Have a great day now. Peace.